What's up everybody, welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. It has been a long line of podcast microphones and sound cards and podcast mixers over the past couple of months, and we're gonna round that off with this guy right here. This is the Synido Voice 100 audio interface, and it comes with a few different features in a little all-in-one podcasting kit, much like the other ones we've taken a look at on this channel recently, and we're gonna see how this stacks up against the very fierce competition that we've seen in the previous few weeks. Now, this is the main highlight of this review, although there are a few other accessories that Synido sent along with this to take a look at. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna give you a full unboxing, show you everything that's inside of here, show you how to set this up, let you know kind of my thoughts as to the design and the build of this thing, and then give you a test of the audio so you can hear whether or not you wanna pick one of these up for yourself. Now, if you're not already, consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. But enough of that, we won't waste any more time talking about subscribing. Let's dive into taking a look at the Synido Voice 100 audio interface. Okay, so first things first on this channel, I like to talk about the packaging. It can tell us a lot about the company and about the product itself as far as specs or just how much they care about the appearance. And this is an awesome looking full color image of the little sound card right there. You can see it's got a pretty unique design, which we'll see in depth a little more. They also have some layout diagrams on the back in the case that you lost your manual or something. They do explain some of the features right there. And I do want to share the most important specs with you. I'm not going to go over everything. This has 2 ins and 2 out, so stereo in, stereo out, 16-bit, 44.1 kilohertz sampling rate, 105 decibels of dynamic range, so a ton there, 105 decibels signal to noise ratio for the music input, and 96 for recording. Let's see, maximum power output to the headphone, 125 milliwatts, 32 ohms, so if you're using some studio headphones, those are your specs there. It weighs 462 grams, and it's 160 by 108 by 52 millimeters, or 16 by 10.8 by 5.2 centimeters. Okay, so that's kind of some of the specs. Now, this is the audio interface, and this is, like I said, the main feature of this review, but Synido did send a couple other things, and this all came just in like a generic Amazon box. They sent a little microphone stand, nothing special there, a braided USB-C to USB cable, a second one of those, actually, let's see, is that... yeah, so this is, okay, one of them's got USB-C, and I think this one's got Lightning. So this is for iPhone, and this one is for Android, I'm guessing. Also for PC, those will work as well. They sent a little pair of headphones, earbuds, and then they also sent a large diaphragm studio recording microphone. I don't think this has a model on it. This is pretty generic. Now, I don't know if this comes as a set. If it does, I'll include the link to that below. This was all just kind of in an Amazon box. I thought this was going to be the main focus of the review, so this is where we're going to put most of our attention, but we'll use this to test this little guy. So let me set this off to the side, and we'll get to opening the box up. Now, right off the bat, it's pretty hefty. It's got some weight to it, but it's also very compact. Some of the podcast stations and audio interfaces I've looked at are a little bit bigger. This is what it looks like when you open the box. You take off that cover, and then we've got the audio interface right on top, and I'm gonna take that out, and it's in some protective plastic. And the first thing you're gonna notice is that the color scheme is really unique. Haven't really seen this on an audio interface before. The other thing that I noticed right off the bat is that this is metal, so it feels very sturdy and very professional. Now let's go over some of the inputs and outputs. Around the back, you're gonna find those. You're gonna have a headphone output, 1/4 inch right there, so that's kind of a more professional headphone out size. You've also got a line out if you wanna send audio to stream from a phone, or if you want to use that to put out to some speakers or something in your recording room, whatever you want to use that for. There's a guitar input, so if you are a singer-songwriter or someone that's doing music on a stream, you can use the guitar 1/4 inch input. It's a high Z input. There's mic 2, which actually is the XLR microphone, and then mic 1, which is actually on the front. I forgot. Mic 1 right there, and that's just a little 3.5 millimeter jack. They're kind of in a weird layout, so it goes 1 here, and then you've got 2, which is the XLR, and then 3, which is this big 1/4 inch. So you've got one of every size and flavor, depending on what you need. Now this one right here, the XLR, is phantom powered if you go the condenser microphone route. There's also a line in right there, so for piping in some external music, and then this live I think that's an output right there to go to your live stream. Okay, so you've got a couple outputs, a couple inputs, 3 separate mic inputs, as well as a high Z for your guitar. So that's really cool. Now, taking a look at the front, we've got a few different controls here. The largest knob is the monitor. This is gonna be for the headphone volume, and they've made this the biggest because this is the one you're gonna probably touch the most when you're streaming. Once you set your recording levels and your streaming levels, you're just gonna keep that. Now, this is very smooth, it's very large. It is plastic, I think, while the case is metal, and there is a detent in the middle, okay? Then you've got 4 other things right here. You've got record volume for sending to your computer or to your device. You've got gain and mic volume. How those are different, I'm not sure. We'll get into that when we do some testing. And then an echo if you prefer to do some reverb if you're singing or something like that. Now, all of these have a center detent, okay? Whether you're gonna keep them all in the middle is up to you, but they do all have a detent. Now, there's a few buttons right here across the bottom. You've got your 48 volt phantom power. It's a toggle switch. Next to that, you have loop back, which allows you to record the audio from your computer or device into the mainstream output, so you can like loop in game audio or a video on your computer. BT for Bluetooth connectivity. And then lastly, we've got these 4 buttons right here. Music will actually mute your microphone so that you're only recording the audio from your computer. Sing is gonna be 3 different reverb settings you can click to cycle through. Chat will take you back to the regular unchanged audio signal for the mic. And then Dodge is a cool feature. I've talked about it in other podcast mixers before. You click that and it will lower the microphone volume when you are, or it will lower the music volume when you're speaking in the microphone, and then when you stop speaking, the music volume will come back up. So if you're talking over an instrumental, that's a really nice feature to have. So those are all of the different functions of this. I'm gonna flip the camera overhead. We'll record a quick audio sample so you can hear how this sounds for yourself. All right, guys, so I've got the Synido Voice 100 audio interface right here on the table, and I was so excited after pulling it out of the box to do the sound demo, I forgot to show you there's a few more things included in the packaging underneath this portion of the box. They actually include 3 cables. This is a USB to USB-C. These are nice quality. They've got this kind of shiny metal jackets. And then you include 2 of these 3.5mm tip ring sleeve cables that you can use for live streaming or recording. Okay, so those are also in the box. They did send those cables I showed earlier, these braided ones that go to your mobile devices, but these I think are part of an extra kit, you know, in addition to the Synido Voice 100 sound interface. Okay, so that's right here. Let's get it set up. I'm gonna do it all, you know, kind of live right here in front of you guys. So this is the interface. I'm gonna grab this microphone stand. I unboxed it. This is the one that it comes with. There's also an adapter right here that I believe we just screw on like that. All of this is pretty standard across any of these interfaces, and then you just kind of fold that down, okay? And then I've got the microphone that they sent right here. Let me open that box up. Okay, so this is the box with the microphone. Okay, you've got a little info sheet right there. And again, this doesn't really have like a brand or anything, so there's not much known about this. This is the cable that we've got. It looks like it's on one side we've got 3.5mm and this side's got XLR, so who knows if this actually is a condenser mic. Usually you can't pass phantom power over these guys, but we'll see. They also include their own mounting bracket for the mic stand here. I'm gonna pull that out. We may have to unscrew the one we just screwed onto the stand because this is probably a better fit for the microphone. So let me just take this one off. I'm gonna try and screw this in. There we go. Okay, that's not centered. All right, I did eventually get that centered on there, and now I can twist on. So this is the mic stand, but the mount comes with the mic that they sent. Again, just kind of fold that down, put that right there. And then here is the mic itself, and this is actually quite heavy and feels to be metal. Okay, does this have a model on it? The Synido MC5. Okay, I can include that now. Synido MC5. I don't think that was on the box, but it is on the mic itself. And this is probably the best feeling portion of this kit. Honestly, it feels great. We're just gonna kind of screw that into the, that screws in really easy. Screw that into the mic stand there. And then it's actually so heavy, it may tip over this tiny little mic stand. Yeah, it's absolutely too heavy for this mic stand, unless I just put it just right over one of the legs, but it's kind of close. Okay, so let me get this box out of the way. I'm gonna put the mic right here. We will plug this into the bottom of the mic, maybe. Okay, good. And then this, I guess we'll put into mic 1 on the front. Now, The thing, oh, I tipped it over. See, it's very top heavy. Not a good fit for this stand that they sent it with, but all right, got that plugged in. Here's the audio interface. Now, this is not going to be a condenser microphone. Despite being really huge and heavy, this has got to be a dynamic because this can't carry phantom power over here, okay? So I'm going to, is this battery powered? I don't think it is. So this one's gonna need computer power, or at least a, you know, an audio, excuse me, a USB power bank. Okay, so we're gonna grab one of these cables right here. This is just the USB-C to USB. This is one of the extra braided ones. This is a really nice quality cable, very smooth, kind of sleek jacket here. So I'm gonna plug in this guy to the back of here, USB-C, and then we'll plug the other end into the computer. We'll do regular USB over here. Now, I think this should be plug and play once I get it in. Usually it lets me know that it's like installing a driver or something. Let me pull up Audacity and we'll see if we're in business. Maybe if we go the USB-C cable instead of the regular USB. No, it's still not recognizing it. Okay, so let's try one of the cables that was in the actual box with the unit. These braided cables, we're not gonna mess with those. Okay, let's grab one of the ones that came in the box. We'll open that up, plug that in USB-C, and then plug this into our computer. Okay, now we're working. At least the light lit up. All right, and it looks like it recognized the input. I'm gonna put the record volume on minimum. I'm gonna hit record on my computer. Check, I'm gonna talk and then just bring up the level of the recording. Okay, good, perfect. So I've got it at unity in the middle, and that actually looks like a great level on my computer, okay? So you do have to use this cable that it came with. These braided ones, they didn't work for me. So let me switch the audio over to this mic in 3, 2, 1. All right, so now you're hearing my voice through this Synido, what was it called? The MC5, I think is what it was called. I can't even remember. They didn't even put it on the box. It's on the mic itself. Let me see. Oh yeah, Synido MC5, okay? And this is just kind of a test so you can hear what it sounds like. I'm speaking maybe about 6 inches from the microphone. The levels look good on the computer to me. I've got the gain and the mic volume set right in the middle, okay? If I bring down the gain, let's see if that adjusts my microphone level. Check, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. It doesn't seem that that's adjusting the microphone. That's probably for our music input. So mic volume, check 1, 2, check 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Yeah, that definitely is taking that down. Bring it back up. And I think we're back to where we were, okay? Now, I don't know if this echo is on yet. We probably have to hit sing. So if we hit sing, okay? Now we've got some reverb, hopefully. I'm just gonna keep this in the middle. I'm not monitoring right now. Let me monitor, actually. All right, so I've plugged their kind of cheap pair of earbuds here in this headset setting. Check. Okay, I can hear. Oh yeah, there's definitely some reverb there. So I'm gonna go back to chat. Okay, this has got really good instantaneous monitoring. I can hear it very well in the earbuds, although it doesn't sound very full, probably because these earbuds are trash. But let me go back through these settings here. Let's hit sing, and this is setting 1, and I can kind of add in more and more echo, more. That's the most, and that's kind of down at the very bottom. Now if we hit this again, okay, hello, and this one's not as strong, okay, so there's a little less, a little bit more, doesn't have as long of a decay. One more time, and then this is the last one, hello, check, okay. So those are the 3 settings. It has different colors for each one. If we go to chat, and now we're back to normal. Sorry that you had to kind of go through that. Now, this Bluetooth's flashing. I might as well connect to it on my phone. Let me pull that out. All right, so I'm going into the settings of my phone. There it is, Synido Voice 100, popped right up in the Bluetooth. I'm guessing this is gonna, go solid after I connect. So let me just play a track. Let me find something that's not gonna get me hit with a content match. I'll just get something with like a drum beat here. I'm gonna turn the gain down, hit play. Okay, I hear it in my headphones really loud, but I don't see it on the waveform. I'll start bringing this up. Okay, it looks like it's coming through now. Can you hear? I don't think you guys can hear us. Oh, maybe I have to hit. Oh, I gotta hit loopback. Maybe no. Maybe my volume on my phone, the Bluetooth needs to go higher. Okay, that seems to be coming through a little better. So I gotta kind of crank it, but it's super loud in my ears. Sorry, we're gonna get content match there. Okay, so let's try the dodge mode. If I click that, so now when I talk, it should lower down the volume of the music, and when I stop talking, it comes back in. So that works moderately well. Okay, so the Bluetooth, I don't know if this gain, I think this is just for the input on the back, not actually for the Bluetooth. You have to modify your Bluetooth volume with your phone, and at least in my ears, it comes through so much stronger than it looks like on the level on the computer. So that's something worth knowing. I don't have this on, which I don't think I need to, because again, this microphone that comes with this package is not a condenser. So that's kind of, hopefully this has given you a little bit of a sound test. I'll kind of speak off axis here, a few inches to the side, and maybe a few inches to the side over here. You're definitely gonna get the best volume right up on top from the front. Okay, so here it is, quick sound test of the Synido Voice 100 audio interface. All right, so that is a look at the Synido Voice 100 sound interface. This is a great little podcast mixer. It's one of the more compact ones and one of the more well-built that I've seen with the metal case. It's got kind of a bare bones feature profile. You're not getting a lot of the cheesy effects and samples that you do with others. This is really just made for people that want to get streaming in the easiest way possible. It's especially great for musicians with its guitar input, multiple mic inputs, as well as, the included cables to stream to different devices. So all in all, if this is kind of the profile, the look that you're going for, and you liked the sound test, feel free to pick one of these up. I'll include a link down in the description below. Buy through there. It helps to support the channel. A small portion comes my way. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and I would sure appreciate it. The other way you can help is by subscribing. If you're not already, ring the notification bell, leave a comment, and make sure to like this video so that you don't miss any more reviews coming out in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.